This video was made possible by my patrons, Joshua Bartlett, Scorch88, Drew Cavallo, James Schubach, Douglas Smith, Capitalism is Good, Pipsqueak, Michael, Valerie Calkins, Victor Cage, and Snizzy Poo. Thank you so much to all of you. Hello everyone, this is My Two Cents. There certainly has been a lot going on in the world, and at the moment I'm working on a number of long-term video projects that I think y'all are going to enjoy. For today's video, I'm going to get back to a series I started a while back, reviewing some subjects from Gavin de Becker's book, The Gift of Fear. This is an excellent book about how to stay away from danger by recognizing signals that show that a person may be dangerous, or at the very least, not have your best interests at heart. It's one of a number of books that I recommend that all people read. Those first few videos I made weren't very high quality, and I might consider remaking them if there's enough interest. But for today, we'll be talking about a strategy used by con artists called typecasting. DeBecker defines typecasting as a tactic where a predatory person, or any form of con artist, defines their prey in a slightly critical way that inclines the person to try and refute the criticism. For example, suppose a man approaches a woman sitting at the bar and starts hitting on her. If she tells him she's not interested, he might respond, "Gee, I guess you're too much of a snob to talk to someone like me." He has just typecasted her. The assertion, of course, being that her failure to respond to his flirting makes her a snob. The woman may not want to be thought of as a snob, and so she stops him and ends up having a conversation with him anyways. In her mind, she's just refuted his assertion that she's a snob. However, the man didn't really know or care if she was a snob. He just knew it would get him what he wanted. She's now talking to him. Or it could work in the reverse. Suppose you're walking down the street and a homeless man approaches you and says, "You look like a kind person. I'm sure you'd help me out and give me $20 so that I can get something to eat." The assertion here is positive, but ultimately it's the same strategy. The underlying assertion is now that if you don't give him the money, then you're not a kind person. Of course, you could give him the money, proving that you're a kind person, but how do you know that he'll really spend it on food? Further, do you think the man really knew or cared whether or not you're a kind person? Of course not. He just knew it would work. As you think about this, you're probably starting to remember all sorts of times people use this strategy of typecasting on you. It's not exclusively used by predators or con artists. It's simply a strategy of persuasion. If you've ever been called a chicken, a snob, a miser, or any other sort of label, then someone was typecasting you. While most people only recognize the criticism, what's important to note is that whether the person using typecasting is someone you know well or a stranger, they use this strategy because they want something from you. As Gavin de Becker says, typecasting always involves a slight insult, and usually one that is easy to refute. But since it is the response itself that the typecaster seeks, the defense is silence, acting as if the words weren't even spoken. If you engage, you can win the point, but you might lose something greater. Not that it matters what some stranger thinks anyway, but the typecaster doesn't even believe what he says is true. He just believes it will work. So the thing to remember about typecasting is that while it's human nature to come to your own defense when you're insulted, the real question you should ask is, what does this person want from me? If responding to the typecasting only gives them what they want, then don't respond. It's a greater victory to deny the person what they want than to win the argument by responding to their insult. For those interested in learning more, I highly recommend getting a copy of The Gift of Fear. It's available through the Amazon affiliate link in the description below. That is my 2 cents. Take it for what it's worth. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked this video, please hit like and subscribe. You can also hit the bell to ensure you're notified every time I upload a new video. This video was made possible by my patrons. If anyone else would like to donate and help ensure that I have the time and resources to keep putting out content, for just $1 a month on Patreon or Maker Support, you'll receive a shout out at the beginning and end of every video, and the link to one of your social media platforms in the description. You can also support the channel by purchasing My 2 Cents merchandise on Teespring or from my Amazon affiliate links. To follow me on Twitter, minds.com, BitChute, WordPress, Gab, or iTunes, check out the links in the description. Uploads are every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, so stay tuned for more videos.